I felt as though the filmmaker was asking me to take on the role of these characters. Hey everybody, welcome back to First Impressions. Happy New Year. I just watched the movie Past Lives. The plot of the film is essentially about a Korean girl who leaves the country to come to America when she's 12 years old. There's a boy she has a crush on that she leaves behind, and they both kind of leave a lot unsaid. So over the next 24 years, we check back in with these people as their paths cross again. Can these two really keep in touch and stay platonic? Will they throw away the lives that they have for a chance to be with their quote-unquote soulmate, or what they might perceive as their soulmate? This is kind of the area the movie is playing in, but it stays in that area. I don't feel like the movie really capitalizes on any of this. It's not a storytelling forward movie, okay? I understand we live in a modern world that there's a lot of vibe movies. A24 is the king of this shit. But movies that are more about the vibe than they are about the story. I understand that to a certain degree. Like if that's someone's personal taste, they like the energy of the film, the way it looked, the framing, the style, the environments they're in. I think personally, film as a storytelling medium, I enjoy experimental movies very, very much. My favorite thing in movies are unpredictability. But that's the thing, is this movie is extremely artistic in its presentation, but it's not unpredictable. It's in fact really predictable because they don't really add any layers to the characters beyond what we already know. And of course, there's an immigration subtext, and all that is interesting, but again, they don't really double down on it. The characters are all very one note, and the story is very one note, and we just live in this world with them, and these images pass by that are sort of dreamy and ethereal, but I don't think really have much to say. To me, if you hung an HD screen in an art gallery and played this movie and called it an art installation, I would be pretty captivated by it, because that's a different kind of art form. That's an art form that's asking you to project yourself onto it, not necessarily take it in, take the ride. I view movies as a ride. You get on and you let it take you where it's going to take you. Well, in this film, I just don't feel like it really took me anywhere. It started in the same place emotionally and it ended in the same place emotionally. I felt as though the filmmaker was asking me to take on the role of these characters and stand in their place and go, oh yes, I know what it would be like to look at someone like that. That's also a major criticism, is there's so much standing and staring, and in the real world, absolutely nobody is doing that. But when you don't push it into an area, it doesn't have to be dialogue, behavior, character. If you let it just sit there and people are just staring at each other, I can't help but feel you're trying to be profound. And when you're trying to be profound, it's a turnoff. I tried very much to like this movie, and I don't think that I thought it was bad necessarily until the last 25 minutes or so, because it was so meandering, because it kept repeating the exact same plot points, and ultimately I wasn't affected emotionally. And that's what I want from all of these things. I want to be intrigued. I love the unexpected. I felt this was predictable, and it did not affect me emotionally as much as I wanted it to. That's my opinion about Past Lives. Please tell me if you liked it, disliked it. If I didn't give voice to something that you felt about the film, please put it in the comments and let me know.